Page 16 sir. Last.
What?
We were at page number?
Page number 17, 16, 16. Dan ke? 17 lah.
So RPGT, I'll be putting the video online for you. Repeat, RPGT, I'll be putting the video online. It's about 7 hours of class.
7 hours.
Yeah, I'll explain.
You can.
The whole RPGT chapter I'll put online.
Interest income treatment, sir. Section
And
4.
I'm going to put control transfer also online. Control transfer, because you already learned IBA and CA already, right? Online. You all finished already, right? IBA and CA? Anybody not yet finished? I better check. I can check.
You.
Tengok balik boleh ke? Walaupun dah habis kan?
Boleh tengok balik. You can review back one. Don't worry about it. You just click complete. You can check back one. I think you can check back one. No problem one. Let me see first. This is the one, right? Recorded materials. Was it this one?
Yes.
Siphon. Ini salah paper. Ini salah paper. Wait. MYTAX. Lain semua CPE. Okay. You supposed to have done this. Let's check who is not done yet. Oh my God. Danish number. Hazim. Where's Hazim? Is Hazim here? Hazim, not yet finished. Nurin, where's Nurin? Nurin, what is going on? Nurin, how long already? Everybody finished long time ago. What is going on with you? Arif, where's Arif? Arif got two. I need to delete one. Which one? Arif? Mana Arif? Dia ada dua ni. Arif Ahmad Arif. Aduh. Must be the same person lah. Unless there's two people lah.
Terbalik je nama dia.
So Arif not check, Nurin not check, Hazim not check, Danish not check. Okay, those are the people. The rest of you, I think you don't need to do so many times. I tell you what, don't need to do so many times. One time should be enough. Don't confuse me with the number of only one time. But once you finish, you can review back.
Okay.
Can? Okay.
Stop.
So that's one. This one, so I think same outcome only. Nurin, dah habis ke?
Dah, yang dia belakang.
Khairi, where's Khairi? Why is Khairi not here yet? Okay, so I will put RPGT inside the same place and finish it up. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay, right. Let's get back into where we stopped. We stopped at section question 9, which is basically we finished the interest, the rental income already, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So now we are looking at something else. We're going to be looking at this idea of interest income. Can we get started with interest income?
Yes.
Where are another two people not here yet? Never mind, I will do the attendance first and then close off the attendance early a bit. If you don't come, don't mark attendance. It's called fraud. Okay, it's called a fraud. Under CPA, you can get kicked out. You are aware of that, right?
What?
You don't know. You breach integrity, so therefore a report from any one of the lecturers says that a CPA lecturer says that the student do fraud in attendance, then you get kicked out of CPA and permanently barred from entering accounting profession.
Blacklist sir.
Blacklist lah, nama kena blacklist terus. You all don't know all this. You do one mistake also. That's why, who's this guy? You know our former Minister of Finance, Lim Guan Eng?
Yes.
He cannot become an accountant because he went to jail.
What?
Dah pergi jail?
He went to jail at one time. So once he went to jail, he can never become a professional accountant.
Wow.
Sir, tak ada pun student
reason, sir? He went to jail.
He went to jail because I think he was fighting for one girl or something like that. What is the date today? Today is 0.
Unless dia dapat
07 ke? Tak apa.
10 April.
Too late. You know, once the jail thing comes in, they get kicked out.
Tapi saya boleh jadi Ministry of Finance.
He can be Minister of Finance, but he cannot be a accountant. He cannot be a professional. So same thing like engineer, lawyer, accountant. One time you get kicked out, you're out lah. Cannot come back anymore. That's why if you don't know, when you do the submission, they ask you, do you have any criminal or any action? They got ask you a question.
Oh, ini dekat borang politik.
No. They ask you when you want to apply, they ask you whether you got any criminal or any conviction or anything. They ask you. If you say tick yes, cannot enter. And if they find out later, they kick you out.
But he can be Minister of Finance.
And you breach ethics also, you get fined. You know that, right? The most interesting case that happened before is one of the lecturers I know. One lecturer, you know. He is working in a college. He go and badmouth there. You see this one? So they have this thing called there are cases where there are people who are highlighted for they get this one here. Okay, they have this in-depth one, and inside here they have disciplinary database lah. This is where they take all the action on everybody, and they highlight how much fine you get, £500, £600 for breach. This lecturer, what he do is he go on Twitter and hantam other lecturer. This lecturer go online and say, oh, this lecturer very bad lah, that lah, this lah, that. He hantam other lecturer. Then the other lecturer report him to ICW, he kena fine £2,000. Nama dia keluar on the system and all that. So you need to be aware lah. Even lecturers also can kena, you know. So as long as you're a professional, member, you are supposed to behave in a certain way.
Oh, kalau dah ada title tu kena tarik balik asal?
Dia tak tarik balik, dia boleh fine. Dia boleh fine you. Worst case scenario, they stop you lah. Like you see a lot of, like what happened to EY in Germany? You all know what happened in EY?
No, don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You're not following. EY lost their license in Germany, so they completely got kicked out because of their negligence in the audit of Wirecard. So because of that, they're going to kick out. In Malaysia, KPMG and Deloitte supposed to get kicked out. Nasib baik, Malaysia is very nice country lah. We all kesian, let them live. But in Germany, they just cancel the license straight away. They lose everything.
Macam Arthur Andersen lah.
Lebih kurang macam Arthur Andersen dah. Same. Follow. So EY in Germany just got hit lah. Okay, now let's look at this chapter. Okay, we're looking at the idea of interest income. Okay, we're looking at interest income, and when we are looking at interest income, here we're looking at when you earn interest income, how do you recognize interest income? So assess a non-business source under section 4C. It's assessed as a non-business source under section 4C, and if the person is a bank or a money lender, then it will become for a business income. Does that make sense? So it kind of depends. It kind of depends what type of where is the source of interest here. So the source of interest, is it a business source or is it a interest source? Okay, look at it first. So it is assessed. Okay, keyword when received. That means when you get the money, only you get charged the tax. Unless business source, unless it is a business source. Business source is when it is accrual basis. Are you clear? Accrual basis. So that means if it's a bank who receives the interest, okay, so example. Not gives a loan. The answer is good. Choose one. So what's the answer? Should be how much?
Is it?
$500,000 times 5% is
25,000.
25,000. Should the interest income reported in tax submission of 2023? Yes, no. Is 25,000 in or out?
What's that?
Out because of businesses. Out because this is the manufacturing company, not the business, lending business. I think it out.
Why out? Because it is a
Manufacturing company.
so therefore interest should be recognized on,
When paid.
so should be 0. Okay? So the side should be added or subtracted from EBT. Good. So it should be subtracted. Are we okay in this part now? Can. That is the meaning of the word. Interest is taxed on receipt. Are you clear? Can I? Okay. Interest income on loan between related party is taxed when it's due to be paid instead of when it's received. Okay, this one got override. Override. Okay, that means if there are 3 dates, if it's a related party transaction, when it's due, I recognize, not when it is paid. Okay, are you clear this part? On the due date, due, when you're supposed to pay me. If I give you that date to pay, so example, can see override? Can I move on?
Okay, so related party. What is an example for a related party, sir?
Related party is something you studied under IAS 24.
IAS 24.
Do you remember studying IAS 24? Hello.
Don't remember, sir.
A related party, I'll teach you in hand. Ultimate controlling party up here. UCP, ultimate controlling party. Control, joint control down here. Anyone who has, any person who is ultimate controlling party, control, joint control, and significant influence. No, this is different. This is person. A person who has 4 categories here. This person has 4 types of power, as they call it. Okay. Ultimate controlling party, that means the person who ultimately controls everything. Okay, so like in the case of 1MDB, the ultimate controlling party was Najib lah. Okay, so ultimate controlling party. Then control, the person who controls, owns 50% shares or 40% shares or some control. Person who has joint control, the person who has, you see this, look at your hand, look here. Look at your finger. Can you see that there is supposed to be like 1, 2 cuts there?
Yeah.
And you see the first one is like 50%, you know, this one's like 50%, yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, then this is joint, okay? Then you see this one here is like at the bottom 20%. 20% is associate, like significant influence. Are you okay? Above 20%. Above 20% is associate. So associate, not associate, like significant influence, joint control, ultimate controlling party.
Tapi kalau associate,
Hold on. This is the person. Then if the company control another company share 20% and above, that is called associate, is a related party. Joint venture is a related party. Then this figure is key management personnel. KMP is a related party. Let me just go through the figures a bit. So you know this one got 4 already, right? This one is associate, is a related party. JV, any joint venture entity is a related person. And then this one, this finger, key management personnel is a related party. Then this finger here is called close family member of these people. That's these people. That's who?
key management person ni macam CFO.
CFO, CEO, semua key management personnel. So you touch. This finger is close family member of who? Touch these two. These people, these 2 people. All called related party. So if a related party transaction takes place, it is reported under IAS 24 and IRB will be able to detect it. Understand this part? Of course, there's a little bit more lah, but this is the basics lah. Follow? Okay, right. Let's move on. Okay, section 4B. Okay, this one, treated as business income of a debenture, mortgage, or other source that relates to form part stock in trade, or the person is a licensed money lender. Okay, that's the special condition. Business income. Loan advance to director from internal fund are considered to be deemed derived interest income. Okay, this is a special case. If you give a loan to director, it's a deemed derived interest income. Got it? Okay. Deemed interest ignored if interest charge is higher. If the bank charges a higher interest rate, then no need to worry already to the director. If the interest charge is lower than deemed interest, the adjustment is required. The adjustment is based on monthly 1 per 12 times A, the amount of outstanding loan at the end of the month, and average lending rate of commercial banks at that date. Are you clear? Okay, have a look at this part. We'll look at this question. Advance and beyond are related parties, closing their accounts on 31st December annually. Okay. Advance obtain a 10-year loan from beyond for beyond of 2.5 million at 6% interest payable per annum. First interest will be payable on 31st December 2018. State the treatment of the interest expense. Right, so how? Let's say they got the loan on, let's make a note there, they got the loan on,
31st.
no date yet, so loan okay, so how now? Let's put 11215. Okay, so what's the treatment of the interest expense? Okay, now this is what's going to happen. Okay, so it's a related party transaction, yes or no? Okay. Okay. Got it? I don't know. I'll wait. Are you okay? That's a Samsung keyboard. That's Acer 380 keyboard, is it?
Logi.
Logitech. A380, is it? Oh, this is different. I like A380.
Oh. Okay. Sama dengan yang
Aku punya Samsung. Sama.
Sama sih. Sudah tukar banyak kali ke?
Ha?
Tak rosak ke?
Okay, this one nice. Okay, you
Wow.
like that? Beautiful.
Nasib baik Samsung tahan.
This one's quite strong, stable.
Logi.
Logi pun okay, tapi dia alphabet dia hilang selalu. Logi also sedap. This one's so okay. That one I don't know, cacat.
Ni Shopee saya yang murah punya.
Tengok.
Nampak?
I always do
Nipis je.
this. Oh, this one too light lah.
Oh, itu rasa.
Boleh pecahkan senang.
Jatuh. Itulah.
Typing dia pun
Patah dua je.
tak feeling dia tak bagus.
Saya tak try punya apa mungkin.
Ada cacat.
Cacat.
Sebab dia terlalu nipis.
Dia nipis sangat, so your hand can pain. This one better. This one is more stable. This keyboard. If I type on my
Oh,
keyboard,
ada sen Samsung.
Ha?
Berapa sen?
I beli dapat free dengan S7.
Oh,
Ini.
yang dengan seven.
Beli ni dapat. Okay, right. Let's move on. We're going to look at this question here. On 2nd January 2019, Master Standard Berhad, which makes up its account to 31st December annually, made the following interest-free general purpose loan to chairman who owned 52% of the shares for 0.8 million, MD 19% of the shares for 1.2 million, and using internal funds at 0%. They also give MD a loan of 0.5 using external fund at 6%. No repayment was made during the year. Average lending rate is 6%. How do you treat this one? So remember, this is special case. So this is, remember, director loans. Are you clear? More special. They are related party. On top of that, some of the directors are working. Okay? Does that make sense now? So you look at the chairman. On the basis that it was what? Given to director that hold more than 20% of the shares. Does that make sense? This is deemed interest, deemed, not actual interest. Actual interest is they don't get any money, but they still report income.
Still need to pay to the,
No, still report the income.
just report income, no need to pay to the.
Of course, you have to pay. Once you report income, can already go into your tax already. Does that make sense? Your income has gone up. Really warm, huh? What's the temperature? Check. That way.
So, tu internal fund kalau external.
External different. What's the temperature?
Itu 3.
22. Patutlah panas sangat. Betul ke? Integriti ada ke?
Itu tu. Dalam adat.
Oh ya. Boleh dah macam betul. Okay, now next one. Load to the chairman. Kan?
Maksudnya yang 20% tu.
20% share. Once you own more than 20% share, you become one of those directors that fall into this deemed interest rule.
Oh, sebab tu dah dia kena tax return.
Who?
Yeah.
Company. He don't.
Company, sorry.
Company has to report
Oh. Because 20%.
more than 20% shares.
More than 20% lah. Dia minimize 20%.
Tak, you know 20% is a very important number, significant influence.
Yeah, true.
Understand? That's that 20% rule lah. That's why I taught you about the 20% rule. 20% is when significant influence is triggered. So IRB also use the same 20% rule. Below 20% they don't say significant influence.
So the chairman only have to pay.
No, the chairman don't need to pay anything. It's
I
free.
mean income tax only. Is income tax only, right?
No, he doesn't pay anything.
The company need to report lah.
Company reports the income and then pays the tax on that income, even though they never receive no income on the income. So this is what we call deemed interest. Understand what I mean? Deemed interest? Like deemed sales lah. This is deemed interest. Are you clear the meaning of deemed interest now?
So dia interest income lah kan? Kalau
Yeah, deemed interest income.
6%.
At 6%, follow the market rate.
Oh, so dia fixed rate lah. So.
Yeah, it's fixed because they already say here.
Oh, dia dah cakap.
External fund rate, the average lending rate is 6%.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Okay.
MD.
So MD ke?
MD.
So MD tu dia
MD kan cakap MD, eh?
Oh.
loans to MD tu sebab dia external party ke sebab
Tak, dia pun.
Managing director.
Tapi dia punya share dia.
oh,
bawah
19% bawah 20%. Oh, okay sir. Managing director.
Tapi financial ke?
Financial director.
Oh.
You thought fixed deposit, is it?
Syarikat. Oh, FD pun tak kan sir? FD pun tak juga kan?
FD lain kerja sebab dia external fund.
Oh. So if it external funds, no interest lah kan?
No dim interest. How the loan? Understand what's happening now?
Kenapa dia take income tu?
Yeah, what? I bayar the interest for you, isn't it your income?
Oh.
I bayar the interest for you. That one got no interest, so I don't pay anything for anybody, so it's okay, internal fund. Kalau external fund, I borrow and I give you, it's the same as you borrow direct lah. I pay for you on behalf. Understand now? Got it?
Penyanyi.
Okay, got it?
Oh, so you got interest from
Because the company pay the interest for you, so it's your benefit. Are you there?
And the tax report, the
FD will declare the 30k as a benefit income. Company will declare the 30k as an expense. Are you clear? Up to around 300k. So, hey, the three people, one is from which? There are three people missing in this classroom, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Loan was for housing or car or education. Loan up to 300k will be exempt from tax. Are you clear now?
Yes.
For FD, and only the balance
interest tu.
kan? Follow. Did you study about this 300k exemption when you studied basic tax?
Don't remember already, sir. Nanti raya saya study.
Remember, you all watch a show called Suits, right?
Oh,
Ada nampak?
cerita lawyer. So it's
Suits. Have you watched a show called Suits?
Not yet.
Go watch.
kenapa sir? Oh, yang pasal dia boleh hafal semua benda tu.
So bila dia boleh hafal semua tu, nilai dia naik atas.
Even though dia
Because-
tak ada degree.
Even though you got no degree, his ability, you got degree. Understand the difference or not? But you tak boleh hafal apa-apa. So the idea here is you do need to know your stuff. You know your stuff, it does kind of add value a lot. Okay, did I tell you about one student who memorized the whole IFRS?
Oh, not yet.
The one yang I think
Dekat-
Madam Chong yang cerita.
No, this one of the students I know in Johor, she memorized the whole IFRS book.
Serius lah. So
It
dia
is,
ingat.
if you put your mind to it, anything is possible lah. This is the rule lah. If you put your mind to it, anything is possible. So in this case, what happened was this girl memorized the whole IFRS textbook. Not IFRS textbook, this is the IFRS book. You know. You know how thick is the IFRS book or not? Let me show you how thick is the book.
Macam mana dia boleh hafal?
Ada lah dia macam hafal Quran kan. Same lah. Recite. Same. She just do until she memorize every single thing inside that.
Malay
Sir,
ke?
Chinese.
Chinese patient.
Sir, Chinese in LRT pun dia memang manage their time.
No, it's not that. It's just a mental ability.
Yeah.
It's just a technique. So even you go inside CPA,
CPA apa Melayu?
inside CPA, they do give you the book. Inside here, if I'm not mistaken, mana? Dulu dia orang bagi. Ini dia tengok. IFRS Compilation Handbook. They give you the book. You know that, right? Later on lah when you're going to be studying kan. Lama tu. See.
Next semester.
Next semester. Dah see? Ni lah. Dia memorize semua ni.
Gila.
Semua ni. Para what.
Dia ambil
Dia means she can quote lah. She already finished lah accountancy and all that. But she can then memorize by, like 6.24, 6.5, what is it and so forth. Understand now? So this is, how thick the book is. You look at the page number 1984. Like a tahun kan?
Oh my God.
1984. Okay? She memorized almost everything inside here.
berapa ribu page tu?
Banyak.
Dia prepare nak jadi lawyer tu.
So when the client says something, she can say according to, even I cannot do that lah. According to IFRS 16 para what, example what, this is the treatment. Example to relating to cost to fulfill contract, para 194.
Gila.
That's like Mike Ross lah. That's like Mike Ross lah. But she only memorized one thing. She doesn't know everything else. She doesn't know tax and all that. She only knows one thing. And the partner takes her for all the meetings. Partner takes her for all the big meeting. Because, it's like you have somebody who is like that. Some client says something, answer. So, and she became now, within 5 years, is already partner in Singapore. Technical ability lah. It's all a matter of you deciding to acquire the knowledge and stuff it in your head. Are you clear? So that you see this one, revenue, all the examples are there, all the issues are there.
Boleh hafal tapi tak boleh ingat jangka masa yang lama.
No, there is a technique. It's a technique. Trust me, it's a technique. Okay. Because I watch all the guys who do the memory championship thing. There is one reporter who wanted to study how memory champion memorize. He become memory champion. He says it's just technique. Once you learn the technique, you can do it. Okay, never mind. We'll come to that later on.
Siapa tahu teknik?
Technique is quite easy. It's quite easy. You just have to practice. I malas practice. Okay, but rules of interest income received after period in which relates. Okay, there are rules for interest income received after the period it relates. That means sometimes you get the money late. Like remember in the advance story? They will get the money late. Okay? So this is called receipt versus receivable. Receipt versus receivable. There are overlapping periods for receivable. Period exceeds more than 4 years. Period exceeds more than 4 years. Okay. There is. Let's go to the situation example. I'll give you an example, then you understand. The interest income, interest of 100,000 was received on 31/12/2020. Receive. Okay, you get that. But relate to the following period. It means the interest was charged here, but you get here. Does that make sense? Follow? The interest was charged for this period, you get here. Notified on 2021 and relate to this period. Notified on 21/12/21 relate to this period. Okay, are you clear in this idea of what's the situation first? Your interest, you charge this period.
Yep.
Get this period.
Lambat dapat advance.
Dapat lambat lah. Are you clear now? Okay, clear. So when you charge here, get here, how? You report the income when? 2020 or 2018?
When is
But it received not for this period, it's received for that period. Macam mana sekarang? If you report for this period, it's not matching the timing. Macam mana sekarang?
oh report on due date.
Okay, this is the you remember the question I gave you?
Ulang balik.
Okay, when you receive the interest late, but relates to a different period, how do you handle the interest income? Okay, so in this case, the first case, situation 1. That's the situation. Let's look at situation 1. What can happen? (31/12/2020), right? Okay.
Situation that we receive on cash.
Understand or understand?
Report first, pay.
No. You cannot report the income because you don't receive. When you receive, you report the income. But you cannot pay the income for the year you receive. You cannot be taxed on the year you receive. You are taxed on the year you are supposed to get it. Go back.
Oh, tax being due on 2020.
Tax due to be paid. But tax calculation based on 2018. Do you understand or understand? Very simple lah. Let's say you 2018 your salary is 50,000. 2020 your salary is 300,000. Yeah. Your salary is 50,000 in 2018. Now what is your tax? Okay, if you pay, do you remember the I don't know, tax schedule here got? Here got, right? Now you look at this schedule here. If you pay tax, your salary now is 300,000, right? Then you get the interest of, let's say, 100,000. Okay, your salary is now how much? In this range already. Okay, so you are supposed to pay maybe 46,000. Pay attention, This year your tax is 46,000 without the interest, so it's 300k. So you're going to pay tax of 46,700 plus, please calculate, 50,000 times 24.5. Are you okay? What do you get? Then the other one, your tax is how much? 50k. 50k is just 1,008 lah. Okay? Okay. Are you okay so far? Can, Here how much?
12,250.
12,000?
250.
250. Okay. Now, see the situation. You gave a loan in 2018, you receive the money now. If income tax tax you now, they're going to add here, you know. You are going to pay tax how much? 100k, you're going to pay at 24.5. So you will add another. Not fair, right? Not fair, right? You didn't earn the money this year. You earned the money in 2018 when your tax was low. You understand now? So if they go backward and charge you, the 100,000 is here. You will pay 4,004, I think up to 10,007. So you only have to, okay, how much? Minus 1,008 minus, so you have to cover 10,007 is going to be, I think, 8,900. Are you okay the difference right now? Do you understand what has happened? Okay. Do you know why you are doing this now? Not fair, right? You want to pay 8,009 or 24,005? You want to pay 24,005 or 8,009 now, tax?
2009.
Of course you want to pay 8,009, right? You're like, hey, at that time I'm poor. You can charge me tax at that time, it's okay. Now I'm rich, you charge me now, it's not fair. Are you clear on this logic of this retrospective? So when I calculate and put 100,000 in, I'm going to pay, that means in the current year, plus 8,009, got it?
Oh, kena tambah yang
Can
sekarang
tambah, because you still not to pay what?
Oh.
You already paid the 1,008. This year is you're supposed to pay this amount, 12,250, correct? Something wrong here, sorry, not 12,250. 46,700 plus this one is how much? Guys, it's not 12,250. How much is it?
Oh, silap. 58,950.
58,950, got it? Understand? So right now, you're going to end up paying
58,950.
tambah the 8,009.
678. 158 ke?
Sorry. 58,950. Okay.
6, 7.
58,950, right? Okay, so become
678,850.
Okay. Are you clear on what you are paying now? The 8,009 is called retrospective tax charge. Okay. Now you understand the rule, why it's important to have this rule.
So
The other way also possible, lah. Imagine in 2018 your income was 300,000. Now you're only 50,000. Too bad, lah. You still have to pay
Based on 2000.
based on the 2018 tax position. Okay. Are you clear on two way it can go? You can go positive or negative, lah. Depends on your income at that point. So they will still refer to your income at that point. Because you already submitted, they have your tax estimate, they have everything. They just go to tambah only. Are you okay in this part now?
yes, sir.
Make sense? Okay. Very clear on the situation. Yes, no? Okay, let's move on. So, what do you think will happen the next one? The next one is?
Generally deductible.
So, they pay on 1/17 to 31/12/18, correct? Now, in situation 2, does that make sense? Are you okay, Nisma?
Kenapa 50k je?
Half lah, 2 years lah.
Oh,
Split.
17 dengan 18 tu split lah. 50k, 50k.
Are you okay now? Same lah, same rule lah. Same rule, you just go backwards. But they will follow the rates on the 2 years. But you add 50-50, not add 100. Can? Okay, now this one a bit more tricky. Earn from 1/1/15 to 31/12/18. Okay. Okay, there is a, from the day you notify, then go back 4 years.
Macam nak kalau dia 4 years je daripada 2015 hingga 2018 kan?
Don't worry about that one first. That one first. 4 years from that date first. From that date first, correct? Are we clear? So there is a time limit of 4 years. The previous two is not within the 4 years, it's within the 4 years. You see, this is still within 4 years, still within 4 years, correct? Now, in this case, what's going to happen is the interest will be reported in
Dia like calculate for this.
Okay, do you understand this part? Overlap period. See the overlap period. This one is until 2017, right? This one, you see, where's the overlap? Can you see the overlap?
Yes.
2017 and 18 lah. Are you clear? Done. Too bad lah. Too bad lah, you cannot go back beyond a certain time. There's a time bar. You cannot go back beyond a certain point. Alright? There's 5-year time limit. After 5 years, DG cannot touch your accounts. Your tax is closed. Yeah, are you okay in this part?
So 4 years allowed tu macam mana setahun 2020 into
Which one?
yang the 4 years that is allowed.
Oh, there 4 years is a rule.
Oh,
Is a rule. You can only go 4-year time bar. See?
oh. Lepas tu from 2020 oh.
You can go from here 4 years. 2021, 4 year back, 2020, 2019. That's why I do for you the years.
Okay.
Are you clear now? From this date, you can go 4 years back. Got it? That's why I do 1, 2, 3, 4.
So kalau this year 2023 sampai 2021
Ah, yeah? 4 years back, no, if you inform in 2023, it's going to be 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019.
tak termasuk
The 2020 is where you inform.
So macam mana saya
So it's
tahu
4 year of assessment behind.
17.
4 year of assessment behind. Are you clear?
So overlap yang
Overlap is-
2019 and 20.
See the period of the interest earned and see the period of the time bar. That's the overlap. Does that make sense?
Oh.
Are you okay with the dates? Can I?
Okay.
Okay, the last one, if exceed 4 year already, more than 4 year already, notified DJIR but relate to income earned on this period. Same lah, the time bar is 2017 one. Got it? Kan, the last, if you inform on DJIR, so situation 4, does that make sense? Do you understand what's going on there? Can?
Kalau exit 4 year tak boleh divide action.
No more. Because nothing to divide, everything just start at the fourth year, the start, the limit point. Can? Are you clear? Can? Yeah? Okay. Now, that covers this rule. Got it? Okay? It is all about timing when you earn the income and when you're supposed to report the income and pay the tax for it. Clear? Okay. So this is income. Now next we are looking at deductibility of interest expense. Interest expense. Okay. Generally deductible under section 33. Okay, it must be revenue in nature, outgoing expense, wholly and exclusively incurred for the business, actual liability incurred and in the basis period, and the process of producing gross income. So general deductibility must be revenue in nature, wholly exclusively incurred. The liability must be incurred. Okay, not incurred cannot put in really. All right, liability is incurred. In that basis period, the process of producing gross income. Now there are some specific deductibility of interest. If interest is income for production or gross income from that source, you can deduct it specifically. If interest is used to support a loan for asset that produce that income, you can also deduct the interest specifically. Example, if you take a loan and give a loan, you take a loan and take the money and give a loan, and that money that you earn interest, you can deduct against this interest. That's it. That's the meaning of specific deductibility. Clear? It's interest income for production or gross income. So you take a loan and do business, you can deduct. You can deduct the expense. Okay. If interest payable on the basis period but is not due to be paid in that period, it shall be deductible only when due to be paid. If interest expense payable in a basis period but is not due to be paid, it's only deductible when due to be paid. Does that make sense? Okay, interest will be related to expense to that period when payable. So again, this is that timing issue. Okay, not due to be paid in that period, shall be deductible when due to be paid. Are you okay this part now? Okay, now compliance. Notify IRB in writing with amended tax computation for prior period to claim interest deduction in relevant. So again, if there is a timing issue of the interest, you have to notify them. Are you okay? IRB will review confirm deductibility of interest expense. Okay. Example, we look at this question here. Romanov, Standard takes a loan from Standard Chartered Bank Malaysia for 400k to finance the Black Widow project. The terms of the loan allow for 10% per annum, which is due to be paid at the end of December 22, which is the third year of the loan. Explain the treatment of interest charge in the company as per MFRS requirement and the tax implication. Write it down, and the tax implication. So how? This one? If you have to do this one, the step you're supposed to do is go pay mana? Okay, are you okay on the calculations part? This one you should know already, right? How to calculate this? Yes, no?
Closing tu banyak CD rasa kan?
Okay, done. Are you okay, Ismat? So how now? Can, huh?
The financial statement section.
Can.
So what which mean tax credit?
You, because you didn't deduct the expense. So when you deduct the expense, the previous tax will go down, right? So you get a credit lah. Refund lah. Does that make sense lah? Because all this while you've been studying tax like this every year by year. Now you find out that it's actually not year by year. You can go back, forward, you know. This is the tricky part about it. Okay? That word retrospective is a very critical word that you're learning right now. And trust me, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know about it. They just simply submitting the tax as it is. Does that make sense? See, there was one case you should know. Long time ago, doctor get contract from the hospital. Get contract from hospital to work as consultant. Okay. This doctor get paid nearly 1-2 million ringgit, 3 million ringgit. So they thought they were very smart. They set up the Sinar Bahad. Are you clear? They set up a Sinar Bahad and they let the Sinar Bahad collect the money as income. Okay, so and they were paying tax based on the company. Now IRB one day said, let's look at your contract. Is the Sinar Bahad the owner of the contract for the services, or you the owner of the contract for the services? It's person. Then they said, who asked you to report for the company? Your mistake. That one, your mistake. They said the word your mistake. You're supposed to report under individual. You failed to report under individual. They hantam all the doctors to the maximum. All kena. They go to the government and no, please lah. The government said sorry, we tak cukup duit. They tax all the doctors, all had to pay because you see, understand under Sinar Bahad, they were only paying tax at what rate? Maximum rate. See maximum rate. 17% for the first 600,000, then after 600,000, 24%. If their income is 3 million,
30%.
you notice 3 million is going to be 517,000 plus 1 million, so it's about 817,000 tax. Okay? If they report it as a company, 3 million, how much is the tax they pay? Calculate and see. 3 million is going to be, well,
700.
is 240,000. 2.4 times 0.24 plus maybe 0.17 times 600,000. About 700,000. You know, they're saving about nearly 100,000 plus, you know. Understand? No? That's a lot of money, 100,000 plus. Now, whatever they save, they have to pay penalty. Penalty times 3. Now you know lah how sakit they are. Kali 3, not, you know, they can go maximum kali 3. The minimum is 45%. Minimum
Banyak
is 45% per year.
45% pun banyak.
Dah banyak. And it's not 45% of 1 million, you know. Not the shortage, you know. Of the 800,000. It's 45% of the 800,000.
So 400k macam tu ada ambil.
Around. Sakit lah. Sakit. All very sakit. Are you clear now? Now you understand the danger of tax, They IRB just have to like, okay lah, kita ambil benda ni. 100% everybody salah. Tangkap. They pick one, they can go. So issue by issue they can go. It's just that they haven't go. So when you work in IRB, you can pick the issue. Go take the exam. Apa exam yang you kena ambil? Not CTIM. No. The government exam. Apa dia?
SPA.
SEA. Dia ambil ya?
Susah ke sir?
Alah, just try your luck lah. I think how expensive is the SPA exam? How much? Check and see. SPA is it? Exam Malaysia. Fee.
Tapi SPA ni kena apply awal kan?
Tempoh salahku. What is this? This one lah. This one lah. Guys, go take the exam
3k.
3K is it?
Yeah.
3,000 Are you kidding me? 3,000
Segi ambil sekarang sir.
Wait, 3,000
Tak tahu.
Who said 3K?
3,000 apa ni? Basic salary ke?
No. To take the exam.
Tu bukan. Bukan free.
Free. Saya tak bayar.
Kalau dia macam dia dapat
Untuk what?
Dia hantar email sir.
I think this go take for fun lah.
Dah sir, dah ambil dah sir, lepas sir.
Tak lepas.
Lepas diploma tak lepas sir.
Try sekali sekarang. But you should know the question. Just keep trying lah. Tak ada rugi apa-apa kan? Just go for fun. Guys, just try My recommendation is just try keep.
dia matematik kan?
So once you pass the right? Ada interview lah, but you know once you pass. So try now, initiate.
Cepat.
I'm not joking, finish it. When you finish your unit result, apply NC LHDN.
Soalan dia.
Are you okay?
So kalau nak kerja dekat LHDN kena ambil SPA.
I think so. Must take the exam. Good money, you can become very rich very fast.
Kerja dekat
Apa
LHDN.
sir?
Hello, do you know all the government agents don't actually earn money from salary? Since when you heard government person earn money from salary? Salary is pocket money. You don't need to do much. You do consulting also.
Be out of pocket.
But honestly, you can earn a lot of money from LHDN.
Sir, LHDN apply at SPA juga ke?
I think so. But direct pun ada kan? Now you can go direct already kan? You go direct lah. After you degree, you apply direct also. But the only tricky part is posting lah. You kena hantar ke mana, I tak tahu Posting. You get posted to some ulu place lah, like Perak ke Kedah ke Sabah ke. That's the only problem lah. But salary same. No, actually better. At least the end you get posted is better because you can go to low cost area and get high pay.
And
then you save lah. You save.
Bila holiday
Naik flight habis duit.
Then holiday go around.
Holiday tak ada duit.
After diploma, I got the offer pembantu tak lebih undang-undang.
Apa dapat?
Yang SPA tu lah. Tapi tak dapat.
Terdapat sebab kita pas ke?
Tak pas.
Apa soalan dia? Daya menyelesaikan masalah kefahaman bahasa
So,
Inggeris.
mathematics and English.
That's all.
Sebab I pernah tolong orang jawab.
Okay guys, you know what to do? Maths and English only what? Can lah.
Sir,
Yes.
breakfast.
Huh? Okay, take breakfast.
Bukan
how long already,
breakfast,
What time we started at 12:30.
Breakfast.
Okay, take break. Take 15 minutes.
For the time.